The startup pitch is back, and so is the stellar cast of judges that will determine this year's winner. Piotr Piasecki, board member, Revenue Capital. Piotr has over 20 years of experience managing enterprises as a CEO in Poland and UK. He specializes in marketing and sales. As a board member, he oversees the core elements of the company's activities, revolving around developing and selling Web3 products and services, portfolio investments, as well as brand building and visibility. Oliver Dabono, CEO, Quantum Gaming. Oliver is Chief Executive Officer with 18 years of experience in iGaming, e-commerce, team management, affiliate marketing, media buying, SEO, and sales. Brenton Naker, Principal and Head of Growth, Africa, CV VC. Brenton has been a principal figure in introducing blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to Africa. He was among the youngest members to join the IFWG, a South African Reserve Bank initiative to regulate crypto assets. Steve Evans, CEO and co-founder, Stars Games. Steve has over 20 years of experience in the gambling industry. He started as a croupier, ran betting shops in the UK, founded UKGC licensed pool betting company, and now he's creating free-to-play games enjoyed by thousands of players. Yosuka Yoshida, co-CEO, Emurgo. Yosuka started his career 20 years ago in Japan's largest investment company in the power sector. Professional experience in traditional M&A and cross-border training, lead multiple international and government projects in Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines, managing over $2 billion worth of assets. Good luck to all participants, and let the pitches begin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the startup pitch here in Africa, Cape Town. My name is Mark Anthony, and today we'll be having 5 startups coming on stage, all in pursuit of this beautiful award over here, the Startup Pitch Award for Africa 2024. Now, without further ado, I would like to invite on stage my friends and judges who will be judging this panel today.
The startup pitch is back, and so is the stellar cast of judges that will determine this year's winner. Piotr Piasecki, board member, Revenue Capital. Piotr has over 20 years of experience managing enterprises as a CEO in Poland and UK. He specializes in marketing and sales. As a board member, he oversees the core elements of the company's activities, revolving around developing and selling Web3 products and services, portfolio investments, as well as brand building and visibility. Oliver Dabono, CEO, Quantum Gaming. Oliver is Chief Executive Officer with 18 years of experience in iGaming, e-commerce, team management, affiliate marketing, media buying, SEO, and sales. Brenton Naker, Principal and Head of Growth, Africa, CV VC. Brenton has been a principal figure in introducing blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to Africa. He was among the youngest members to join the IFWG, a South African Reserve Bank initiative to regulate crypto assets. Steve Evans, CEO and co-founder, Stars Games. Steve has over 20 years of experience in the gambling industry. He started as a croupier, ran betting shops in the UK, founded UKGC licensed pool betting company, and now he's creating free-to-play games enjoyed by thousands of players. Yosuka Yoshida, co-CEO, Emurgo. Yosuka started his career 20 years ago in Japan's largest investment company in the power sector. Professional experience in traditional M&A and cross-border training, lead multiple international and government projects in Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines, managing over $2 billion worth of assets. Good luck to all participants, and let the pitches begin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our judges today. Thank you very much for being with us. We have a missing judge today, who's Brandon. He did not make it today, however, he will be joining us in spirit for sure. For those of you who don't know, the startup pitch is formulated by 2 sections. Number 1, we have a pitch, which lasts 3 minutes on the dot, and I'm very, very strict about this. And then we'll be having our judges who will be asking some questions just to better understand who they are judging today. And that will take 4 minutes, okay? So I hope all your pitches are 3 minutes long. I hope you know your business good enough to actually answer this within 4 minutes as well. So without further ado, I would like to bring our first pitch on stage, and that would be Betlabs. Welcome on stage, Johnny.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
I believe I need a ticker.
A clicker?
Oh, thank you.
Here you go. So, Johnny, 3 minutes on the line. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready? All right. Let the first pitch begin.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, my name is Johnny, and I'm the founder of Betlabs. At Betlabs, we help operators to increase their gaming revenue. By facilitating unique and engaging sports betting experiences, we help operators to increase customer acquisition and retention. The problem we've identified in the sports betting industry is a lack of unique and engaging sports betting experiences. We address this problem by introducing dynamic payouts to sports betting. Many products across the gambling industry are already leveraging dynamic payouts. The sports betting industry, however, is yet to take advantage of this proven payout mechanism. That is all about to change with Boost Bets. Boost Bets brings dynamic payouts to sports betting. The bigger the win, the bigger the payout. As simple as that. Let's have a look at a quick example. In this example, I've placed $10 on Arsenal to beat Liverpool. Arsenal are off to a quick start, and with a scoreline at 1-0, I stand to receive a payout of $14.40. The final whistle goes, and Arsenal wins the game by 4 goals to 1. I receive a payout of $57 on my $10 bet. Our Boost Bet odds are powered by a robust patented algorithm, which has been put through extensive simulations in order to ensure a reliable profit margin for operators. Another exciting application of our product is a product called dynamic multi-bets. Unlike with standard multi-bets, where getting just one leg incorrect results in losing your payout, with dynamic multi-bets, a punter could get up to 3 legs incorrect. Excuse me, they could get up to 2 legs incorrect and still receive their payout. Our business model is a revenue share model based on the gross gaming revenue generated by Boost Bets. We supply our product directly to operators and also via strategic partnerships with platform providers. Based on our 4-year financial projections, we anticipate to receive an ROI of 16.9 and an internal rate of return of 103%. Today we are raising $750,000 in exchange for 15% equity in the company. We believe that Betlabs has the potential to revolutionize the sports betting experience, and we welcome investors who share our vision to be a part of our journey. With the last 10 seconds, I just want to mention, I didn't actually realize I could look there while pitching. So I was looking here the whole time, in any case.
Johnny, thank you very, very much. That was the first pitch of the day, Betlabs. Judges, are we ready to ask our questions? At the timer, let's go.
So Johnny, I'm going to get you on this one. And we've spoken about it. I like the product. I definitely think it has huge potential. But what gives an indication of its current value? Because you've said 750 for 15%. So you're saying you're worth 5 million.
Yes.
Based on what analysis?
Okay, so we are currently pre-revenue, so we can't base it on any revenue generated. What we have done is we've created some financial forecasts based on key assumptions. So there's a whole Excel spreadsheet for this. I will not bore you with the details, but we can look at some key assumptions we've made in this Excel spreadsheet. I'll mention some of them. We look to, by 4 years from now, have 8 Tier 3 operators, 4 Tier 2 operators, and 2 tier 1 operators. Based on this assumption, and then a percentage of GGR that we share with them on our products, we've done some forecasts in order to do a valuation. Yeah.
So I just want to follow that up. So obviously coming from a sportsbook background, I like the product. It's a very good idea. You have brands out there with, lose one on multiple, you can get your money back. So this is a much better version of that. But do you have any operators or sportsbook providers interested, signed, or live?
None of them live yet. That being said, this is my first iGaming event. It's been an absolute amazing event. We've had exceptional chats with platform providers and operators. I have a few follow-up emails to send from some who have requested commercials. Yeah, very exciting. Hopefully the first client can come within the next 6 months.
Sorry, one more quick question. So you said about you're doing it on a rev share.
Yeah.
With that, are you doing any licensing deals as well? So say you go to an operator and you charge them a monthly licensing deal, so you guarantee a minimum amount of income from that operator per month, or purely rev share?
Yes, so our main commercial model is a rev share, but we would be open to discussing a minimum license fee as an alternative revenue model. But we like the rev share because we believe it's a win-win situation for both. If our product does well, we do well together. If it doesn't do so well, then I guess you don't pay that much for it.
Cool, thank you. One more question. How about operators covering their liabilities?
Sorry, I don't
How do operators cover their liabilities with you? I know you say you've got the algorithm that put the odds in there. How does that work? Because obviously the more goals to go in, the higher the payouts.
Yeah. This is a great question. Our product is a bit more high variance than standard sports betting products. There are a few ways to cover for this. One is by building in a bigger margin for the operators. So you can price it like an exotic market where you've built in like a 15% margin. This is one way. Another way is maybe limiting the bet sizes. Of course, many bookies have the sharks. You'd want to avoid these kinds of guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but yeah. So you want to pick your players. Yeah.
Did you think about to pick up this money from crypto market and make a kind of tokenization of the process? Did you think about that?
Sorry, I didn't catch the question.
Did you think about tokenization of this product?
I am so sorry. Johnny, thank you very, very much for elaborating on your business.
Thank you very much.
A round of applause. Thank you very much. So we're off for a very good start so far. I'd like to introduce now on stage our second pitch of the day, and that would be Shaq's Evolution Studio. We're going to invite someone else on stage. We're going to have for you Fanturi. Wizani, is that right? Welcome on stage, Wizani. A round of applause for Wizani. And also, I would like to ask for a second round of applause and maybe a bit of a cheer, because this gentleman over here, and I found out today, has his birthday. So a round of applause for our birthday boy. Wizani, everyone is on your side now. You should be really pumped up. So I'm leaving it to you. 3 minutes is still on the clock. We're not making any exceptions for you.
No problem.
They're still going to judge you, even though it's your birthday. So nothing is already set in stone. So, are we ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wizani, make it count. Let's go.
Solid. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, guys. I'm Wisani Tlangwani, the co-founder and CEO of Frontier, where we are unlocking business efficiency. So as it stands today, businesses struggle to manage tasks efficiently while also ensuring continuous learning and upskilling of their current workforce in this in today's digitally evolving landscape, right? enter Frontier. So we are not an answer, but we are the answer, right? We help you unlock more business efficiency and helping you make faster decisions by empowering you with our microtasking and digital learning platform that outsources tasks to a distributed workforce of graduates and professionals all across Africa. So these tasks range from data, market research, data validation, sales, marketing, and also like we have another feature that incorporates work integrated learning modules to empower these graduates and professionals with a practical experience in the work environment. So our platform is backed by blockchain, right, for reputation management, as well as AI for task optimization. So as it stands, our business model is simplified, right? So it's mainly B2B. So like a client pays us a retainer for a minimum of 3 months, and then Frontier typically takes around 40 to 45% of that retainer and then distributes the remaining portion with the agents that will be performing the tasks. So our current traction is that we are working with 5 high-scale startups. 3 are in blockchain, 1 corporate, and another is just a tech company. So far, we've helped Ayoba achieve productivity, as well as Suncash, a blockchain startup, achieve more productivity and unlock revenue. So our market opportunity is South Africa's 8.1 billion rand emerging workforce opportunity. Our competitors are SiGMA, which is Pan-African, or basically in Madagascar, Founder, and Black Ubuntu, which are in South Africa. And our go-to-market is actually partnering with universities such as the UCT, as well as University of Pretoria, of which we are in current talks with. And then we have a good advisory board comprising of startup founders as well as corporate execs. And our milestone so far, like we are in our scaling phase and are currently raising $250,000 for a 10% equity stake in our venture.
Wisani, thank you very, very much. Frontier, thank you. Judges, are we ready to ask questions? Actually, if we don't mind, I'd like to start off with Piotr, because your question did not make it, unfortunately. So we'll start off with Piotr. Are we ready to start the timer? 4 minutes on the clock. Piotr, you're up.
This question will come back again. Did you think about tokenization of this product? Did you talk with somebody to issue tokens which will increase the economy of your project or not?
Yeah, so like at this point, like we haven't, like we are in talks with ICP to actually integrate the blockchain component with them. And obviously, as we scale, we might have the tokenization component. And then like we pay out, tokens to our agents that actually perform the tasks. So, but for now, like we are going to enable crypto payments. So, they can earn in crypto on board, like, yeah, on board and on-ramp, off-ramp to other exchanges and stuff.
Are you working on this or just thinking to
we are working on it currently. So like we launched our beta platform last week and we sent it out to a test group of 30 stakeholders, right? So these include like investors, corporate partners, startups, and our university partners. And, Brenton, which was supposed to be here, is one of the person actually testing out the demo.
I want to jump in on this one because it's very interesting. Your development, do you take care of that in-house or have you outsourced the platform development?
I beg your pardon?
Have you outsourced your actual development? How big is your team? You've got 5 people here. Is everything done in-house?
Yeah, so at this point, it's still in-house, right? So part of us raising capital is to actually scale our team to grow the tech department. Because, I mean, the business dev functions, we don't need that many people, right? But for the tech, it's becoming complex now because the beta version is simplified, but, to add more functionality, yeah.
this was my follow-up question. How far along your roadmap are you? Because building a platform requires a lot of development and a lot of assets.
Yeah.
So how far would you say you are along in that process?
Yeah, so currently, like the startup phase is done, the pilot phase is done, so we are now in our scaling phase, which is like 50% is done, so like we are in the 75% quartile, so that should take us, you know, to 100%. By September, we hope to actually launch, you know, like publicly.
So what are you expecting for?
I beg your pardon?
What do you expect? What are you looking for?
So we are looking to raise $250,000 to actually help us scale and implement what we have lined up to fast track our growth and, you know, help us to actually launch September, because like we'll be 2 years in the market, operational, and yeah.
Sorry, can you say, did you build all of your tech bespoke in-house, or did you use much open source technology when you were building this?
Yeah, so at this point, you know, like it's in-house, therefore my CTO like used the tools to help us like build faster. So like it's not, you know, it's kind of open source, but yeah, sort of like GPT-4 APIs and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not really, you know, patented or like specialized yet. So that needs to still happen.
15 seconds left. Do we have any more questions?
Quick question. So I assume that in your previous career, you faced pain during your business development, whatever, and then you come up with this idea. Like, how did you come up with this idea?
So like it started with me being a crypto investor, and then like it went into consulting, and further into a startup.
Wisani, this is. I gave you these few seconds because it's your day today. Okay, I hope everyone is fine with this. A round of applause for Wisani, and also a happy birthday to you. Thank you very much. So, our next startup on stage. Welcome, wagerflow.io. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much for coming. Hello, Gordon. Hi. Are you ready for your 3 minutes?
Yeah, let's go.
Are we ready? Let the timer start.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Gordon Lotter, founder of Wagerflow, and I've been in this industry for the last 14 years or so, mostly from developing software at Evolution Gaming, onto Extreme Live Gaming, which was bought by Pragmatic, and onto managerial roles at companies like Playtech and 10Bet most recently. At Wagerflow, our mission is to help operators by providing them with a South African-based, locally developed, locally hosted platform and business automation service, which will empower them without having to pay the exorbitant euro fees that they currently do. The Rand exchange rate is currently sitting at 20 Rand per euro, which is for the last 5 years. South African players play in rands. But operators are paying fees, monthly fees, hosting fees, setup fees, and scale GGR, all priced in euros. Out of 25 operators, and there are many more, out of 25 operators I researched, over 90% are euro-based platforms. Some are paying anywhere from between 300,000 Rand and 2 million Rand just for setup fees. Wagerflow aims to fill this gap by offering a comprehensive platform which will charge in South African rands, enabling operators maximum profitability, allowing operators the freedom to design their site their way that they want to by utilizing our no-code, low-code architecture. We will be able to launch operators quickly, effortlessly, and integrate providers much faster. 80% of our platform will be built on open source software. This year, we aim to launch 2 products: our aggregator that will host brand new content, crash games, live dealer, slots, which will be charged on GGR, and our flagship product, our business automation service, where not only operators, but any company sitting here right now can partner with us to be their automation platform. If it has an API, it can be integrated, it can be automated with our tools. This will be charged on a usage basis. And finally, by middle of next year, we aim to launch 2 more products: our aggregator, our component-driven sportsbook product, and our full functioning iGaming platform, which will include all the built-in features required for an operator to have a successful business.
Thank you very much, Gordon. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please. So judges, are we ready for our questions? Oliver, would you like to?
Yeah, definitely one from you, right?
I'm very interested in this. We've just literally come out of 26 months of development, excess of 2 million euros on development.
Yes.
It is a very tough thing to do.
Yes.
And I'm really curious. I think the first thing that pops into my mind is, how are you going to get GLI, local certification, on an open source platform?
Okay, so when I say open source platform, is this one working? There we go. When I say open source platform, like 80% of our platform is built on open source software, which we manage. We manage the source code. So when I had this idea of bringing this onto the market, it started with the automation platform that I showed you on screen, but it evolved into something much bigger, which is a full comprehensive iGaming platform, right? Because I realized that why build in-house when there are thousands of open source companies that providing these sufficient tools where they allow you to take the open source, to take the source code, modify it the way you want to for your purposes, and that's exactly what I did. Having been a developer for like 20 odd years, I know my way around it, taking software, modifying it, and using it for my purposes, and that's exactly what we did with not only the automation, which is currently sort of our tool that we want to put focus on right now to generate some income. Because I'm bootstrapping this company myself, I want to put the focus on that first, while then bringing in a sportsbook feed provider, and then building out the rest of the platform going into the rest of the year and the beginning of next year.
So sorry to take up more of your time, but I just want to understand. So has the platform had a gap analysis? Can it be certified?
Yes, 100%, because the South African certification requires you to have the source code available, right? So having done this for previous companies before, I know the ins and outs of the certification in South Africa. So when it comes to the source code process of hashing it and taking that to the gambling boards, that can be done on our platform, definitely. That's the one thing that I've made sure of when choosing open source platform.
I have more questions, but I didn't want to take up more
I'm
time.
going to ban you from asking questions, Oliver.
I
was expecting a lot more from him.
I'm very, very interested in this. I definitely want to keep asking, but if anyone of the judges want to jump in, no worries. So what state is it in? So you're not live yet, you're still in development, correct?
So correct, yes. So the aggregator that we've built, we've integrated 3 companies already on it. It's going to GLI next month. So that's sort of what I'm trying to do is, because I'm bootstrapping this, I want to make sure that I can get it out to the market, get some traction, get some valuable income in, to make sure that there's money available so that I can fund the rest of this venture. So the aggregator is going to GLI next month with 3 operators: crash games, live dealer, and slots. Brand new content, new providers coming into the country that I've specifically targeted. And then from there, the development of the sportsbook. I've got contacts with the feed. I've got deals for the actual sports feed, because that is probably the most expensive thing right now out of everything, is the sports feed. So I'm talking to companies right now to get that sorted. And as soon as I get, hopefully, funding, we can make that bit happen. but ultimately I'm going to start with the aggregator.
I would definitely want to ask more, but let's catch up afterwards. Well
Sure,
done.
no problem.
I don't doubt that in the slightest, Oliver. Thank you very much for your, for your questions. But his interest is there. Gordon, thank you very, very much for being on stage. This was wagerflow.io. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, a very well-deserved round of applause. So join me in welcoming our next pitch. That would be Mabo Analytics. Kevin, welcome on stage, and a round of applause for Kevin, of course. Hi, Kevin. Very nice to meet you. So, Kevin, are you ready for your pitch?
Yeah.
Is it 3 minutes long?
Yeah.
All right. You seem to be very convinced. Okay. Are we ready? Brilliant. Judges, are you ready? All right. 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
Make it count.
So, hello guys. Sorry. Okay, so my name is Kevin Gitonga. So I'm the founder, engineering lead at Futascos. Yeah, so basically what we are trying to do at Futascos, so we are trying to make sport bettors more profitable. So mostly our target market is sub-Saharan Africa, but we are looking to expand to other nations too. Yeah, so according to data statistics, so only around 3 to 15% of sports bettors are able to make profit on the long run. So this actually means that 80% are making losses. Yeah. Sorry. So this is probably in most cases due to lack of well-informed insights. Yeah, so this is our solution. So Futascos. So Futascos is a mobile application, so a tipster community. So what we are doing in this case is that we are recruiting tipsters into our platform, who in turn are providing analysis to other users. So in most cases, maybe you are a newbie, you are new to sports betting, and maybe you want to do better. So this is actually what we are doing with our application, as you can see on our screenshots there. Yeah, so this is the market size that we are targeting. So this is according to publicly available data on Statista. So the total available market is around $860 million. So that is as of 2024. Yeah, so after our internal analysis, we are able to service a market of around $5.16 million. So that will be, we are factoring in that we are going to start from just Kenya, expanding to other regions. Yeah, so these are our competitors. So also, some of our competitors have been top ranked as top grossing applications, so which validates the fact that users are willing to pay to gain high quality insights. So this is our business model. So we are looking to earn around 30% from ads. So also purchases. So on every tip sale completed on our platform, so we are taking a 40% cut, and 60% is going to the tipster himself. Yeah, so these are our milestones. So far last year, November, we did a product relaunch. Yeah, so we've been testing, debugging, and at the moment, so we've been able to achieve around 1,500 registered users and around 1,000 to 3,000 users. So keep in mind that this is purely organic, and we are looking to start our marketing campaigns later this month. And also later this year, we look to start planning for long-term growth. Yeah, sorry. So this is our team. Yeah, so investment-wise, we are looking for around $200,000 in exchange for 10%
Kevin,
of share.
thank you very, very much for your pitch. A round of applause for his pitch. That was Mambo Analytics. Judges, and of course, maybe someone else this time. I'm so sorry, Oliver. I'm going to have to do this to you. Yeah, exactly. He placed his microphone down. Are we ready? Brilliant. The rest of the judges?
Thank you. Can you just explain a little clearer how you monetize this?
Yeah, so we have 3 ways of monetizing. So one way, we are using ads, so that will be Google AdMob and the Facebook Audience Network to run ads. So the second way is that we are taking a 40% cut of every sale that is completed on our platform. So the last way in which we are planning to make money is basically affiliation with bookmakers. So as you understand this, So we'll be putting links on our product, which will be redirecting to the bookmakers, where we'll earn commissions from once our players deposit on the actual platforms.
Great product. So
Thank you.
the idea is great to improve the winning rates from the user perspective. That's fine.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that means that the gaming platforms, that for them it's a lose from their perspective, right?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? The conflict of interest from the gaming owners or gaming platforms?
Sorry, come again kindly.
So the user is fine. Their winning rate will be increasing, right? From the gaming platforms, it means that they lose. There's a right.
Okay. Yeah. So for sure, I understand your question. So we are not aiming that the gaming platforms will lose. So our aim is that we want to at least assist the sport bettors make profit. So the profits are large for everyone. So our aim is to at least enable the sport bettors in sub-Saharan Africa to at least make profit, because the numbers what they are showing, it's staggering. Yeah, we love the bookmakers. Yeah, so they are bringing in a lot of cash, but we want at least our sports bettors or our users in sub-Saharan Africa to at least make more profits.
Oliver. Wait, sorry. Piotr? Are you sure you don't want to say anything? Okay, Oliver, go for it.
So, I mean, I love tipster apps. I play, I've added to them. I was a tipster myself. I was a football trader. I used to see a lot of gaps in the market. The only thing I'm really trying to understand is, how are you going to bring on the customers? What is your acquisition model? Because there are a lot of tipster apps in the market. I'm talking tons. Yeah. There are AI-driven tipster apps. There are industry-connected tipster apps. What is your USP over here? What is going to put you above the rest of the tipster apps?
Yeah, so that's a nice question actually. So I think once we've done our comparison with other tipster apps, so what we are utilizing ourselves is the community aspect, so which is actually like not fully existent, especially in the sub-Saharan market. So with that also we are doing complex analysis on the background, and also we are providing free tips. So as we have compared with other applications, so we are able to provide other analysis that empower more our users more. Yeah, thank you.
One more question. What level of funding are you looking for?
Yeah, so we are looking basically for around $200,000 US. So that will be in exchange for 10% of the shareholding. So we are looking to recruit more members into our team, and also to expand on campaigns.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
More users, yeah.
Mambo Analytics. So we have our last pitch for the day, X11 Smart Contracts. Welcome on stage, Passy. How's it going? You're Chris. Okay, Passy couldn't make it. They sent Chris, and I'm very sure that you're going to do just fine. Do you have your 3-minute pitch ready?
I do.
Memorized?
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
So on my count, let's go.
Oops. Good afternoon, everybody. As I say, my name's Chris from X11 Smart Contracts. So what we're trying to do is basically bring the unbanked and the informal economy into a formal sector, and get more business flowing through that informal economy. So what we've released is digital services for the underserved. So when we're talking about the underserved, we're talking about mainly the informal economy. And as you can see from the figures coming up, that the informal economy is massive worldwide. So it accounts for up to about 80% of trade worldwide. And as you can see from these figures here, the figure in South Africa is $233 billion. So what have we got? We've got a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain that we can actually bring to the informal economy so we can get them to services they weren't able to access before. So we can actually put a contract in place between small informal economies and actually put their app put their services onto our app and give them more access to customer base. So the smart contract can be used for pretty much anything. We've got, you'll see in a second, I've got an insurance product on the blockchain. We're talking to a company here in South Africa, in Cape Town, one of the largest real estate companies in Cape Town, and we're going to look at tokenizing real estate. We're also talking to a pharmaceutical, the second largest pharmaceutical group in South Africa, about putting prescriptions on the blockchain, because the biggest problem for the medical aids at the moment is prescription fraud. The platform is released. As I said, the smart contract is easy to use both for the user and for the supplier. The business model can be pretty much anywhere, anytime. So we can do business to business, business to consumer. They're very easy to use. As I said, we're looking for something that we can put into a township economy where the user feels comfortable in using that contract, and also the supplier can actually put his services on the contract quicker and easier. It's live, it's in the market. Our first product is a Pan-African funeral insurance, which gives full cover for a family of 4 for about 149 rand a month, and that's repatriation to any country in Africa. So with that, I'd like to thank you. My name's not Passy, as I said. He couldn't make it, but I'm here instead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. A round of applause, please, for X11 Smart Contracts. Oliver, judges, are we ready? Let's start the timer. 4 minutes. Go on, Oliver.
How much and how would you like to rise?
We're looking for anything up to $3 million with, and that's for multiple investors. So basically, we're looking at various funding models. But I could get Passy to talk to you on more on the detail. We've got full pitch deck, full financials. So.
So I just want to understand a little bit more about the product. So you've developed a platform in-house that then connects smart contracts. You've gone with the Ethereum blockchain. Tell me a little bit more about the product. You're live on the insurance, on an insurance company. So does the customer come in, utilize your platform, and then get issued the certificate directly through a smart contract? Can you walk us through that process a little bit more?
Absolutely. So basically, what we were trying to do is get a product where we could, where it could be used with most financial products, you need to have advice. And we wanted something where we could put it into a township where we could get entrepreneurs to build their own small businesses. So this is a no advice contract. So basically, all the user does, puts his details in on the smart contract, presses go, that goes to Sanlam, they look at it, they take down all the details, they agree the contract, and the contract's written into the blockchain. And basically, that's renewed on a month-to-month basis. Using our own, we've got our own X11 tokens that we've got.
I want to follow that up. So you've got one company that's live using your product right now. And what is the forecast like? Do you have a pipeline of businesses? You mentioned real estate also. How big do you foresee this going? I mean, you're covering, let's say, insurance now, real estate tomorrow. Do you have an interesting pipeline of clients who are going to onboard the product?
So as I said, the 3 major products we're working on is the insurance product. We're looking at a medical insurance product for the township economy. Everything we're doing is based at that lower tier, the township economy. So the numbers are massive. I mean, you saw the numbers that are going through the informal economy. The second one is the prescription app, and that's with the second largest pharmaceutical chain in South Africa, and that's being tested as we speak. And then obviously real estate, and you know how big the real estate market is. So
you're live right now on this insurance firm. I mean, how are they? Is it a subscription base? How are you monetizing this current contract?
So obviously there's transaction fees on the chain. There's advertising revenues, and we're also looking at charging a very small fee for being on the platform as well. So
If no one has any more, I just want to know how many users do you have on the platform right now?
we've got about 50 foot soldiers. I'm going to call them foot soldiers, ambassadors out there in the townships, just testing the waters at the moment. So we've sold about 100 insurance contracts. That's ongoing. We only launched in January, so yeah.
I know this is maybe it's going to be a little bit micro, but how much do you earn per insurance contract?
We earn about 15 Rand per insurance contract. So basically, obviously, the larger that gets, so talking about the medical insurance contract, that will obviously be larger, so the revenues will be larger.
Clear for me.
You mentioned that you're out in the townships, and this is where you're getting the money in from. I'm guessing they're predominantly cash-based. How do you convert that cash into something they can use with you guys?
So we've got relationships with some of the big retailers, so Pick and Pay, ShopRite, Checkers, and also we're talking to the 4 major banks about having a payment gateway.
Thank you very, very much,
Thank
Chris.
you.
That was X11 smart contracts and the last pitch of the day. So next up, we're going to have our voting. Hello to you, Oliver. Have you voted? You have. Amazing. You can give those clipboards all to Matthew. You can give him the whole clipboard, actually. All that. So I'd like some comments from the judges, actually, starting from the right all the way to the left. So what are your comments so far? What did you feel this? How was the starter pitch for you? How were the judges? What do you feel about them?
I'm from the blockchain space, so a lot of the pitches today from the gaming space, which is pretty new for me, and which is also exciting. So I enjoyed it a lot. Very, very passionate and very good entrepreneurs.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Steve, what about you?
Really enjoyed listening to all the pitches. I mean, we actually talked about racing. We won one of these pitches back in 2021. And I know what it takes to stand up there in front of these guys. So, you know, full praise to everyone that's done that today. Just hearing how passionate people are about their businesses coming out, I think it's great to hear. Whether or not it's something that fits in with my field of expertise or not, you can still see that they clearly know what they're doing and they've got something that they're working towards.
Thank you very much, Steve. Now, I know I picked on Oliver a little bit today, but he is our veteran judge. So I would like a round of applause for Oliver as well. He's sat over here for so many pitches in the past, so he knows how it works. Oliver, please give me your insight on how this was for you today, after the success of Dubai as well, of course.
Dubai was an amazing pitch. I have to be honest, like these pitches were great. Really spot on. I think everyone who was pitching knew their product quite well, which is one thing that you want to see. The last thing you want to see is asking a question that person doesn't have the answer to, which is fantastic. I think one of the things we do need to look at, especially because, you know, there is a very big market out there, and I appreciate that we're on the other side of the world compared to our normal stomping ground, but a lot of these products do exist in Europe. They do exist in the Middle East, and it's very, very important to go out there and see what the competitors are doing. There are a lot of interesting ideas. I think what it takes, sometimes this is going to sound a little bit silly, but even a bad idea will make money and be successful with enough passion and attention. So, you know, it really does take drive, but when you are here in front of judges pitching, when you're looking for investment, make sure you know every competitor in the market and you can name drop them on the fly. Because if I brought up, I don't know, just one example, a tipster app that I know really, really well, and you don't know it, then I'm going to say, okay, maybe you don't know the competition that's out there. So it's just a very small, you know, comment to look at the competition in the market. Do your research.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Mr. Piasecki, enlighten us, please.
Yeah, I should say that I'm impressed with the quality of the projects, and I will not keep undisclosed that I was be supported by my teammates to make pre-analysis of this project. But I also have a question in my mind how we can support these people with our crypto sources. So maybe I would like to invite them, and I'm inviting you to follow up with me, because as I recognize you are not, as a South African society, very embraced with crypto and how to pick up the money from there. So yeah, I can share with you some ideas about it.
Believe me, this is a very powerful shout out he just gave you now. I would suggest to see him after the show. However, I think it's time to announce our winner. You guys are really looking forward to know who's going to come on stage next. But I know, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful, prestigious award over here. Ooh, it's heavy, Lily. I know your pain now. I would like to present this award. Betlabs. Congratulations, Johnny. Thank you very much. Have a word or two with you.
Thank you very much. I didn't expect to be winning this, so I didn't prepare a speech. But thank you to all the judges, I guess, for voting for me. We're very excited about Betlabs and about what we could bring to the sports betting industry. So I guess this award just means a lot to us to be recognized, and we're looking very much forward to the next few months and the next few years just to see where the company can go. And a big shout out to SiGMA for putting the startups in the VIP area. I don't know what we did to deserve that, but you're looking after us, so thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Johnny. I'd like to invite you to have a picture with myself and the judges. Can we get that done? Do we have our photographer over here? We do. You can definitely invite the CTO, and a round of applause for the CTO as well, who's coming on stage. So thank you very much for everyone who followed us. Thank you, SiGMA, and thank you, Cape Town.